Stuff you may have missed, first of all, from State of Origin last night. The biggest hit of the night, it was almost the one off the field when Greg Inglis scored. Did you catch this at the top of the screen? Greg Inglis sprinting for the corner. Over goes Minicello, the photographer copped it. That's about 210 kilos going for him. Big excitement in Queensland. Is there anything worse than being left hanging? What did Ashley Harrison here? He puts up the 5. Give me 5. Give me 5. When you're ready. No 5. All right. Spotted this fan. What about this fan? Yeah, having a nice moment. Behind Mrs. Lockyer, a little doggies in the pre-match interview. Nice stuff. Very sneaky. Clinton Fletcher up at the Caxton Hotel before the game. Yes. Good stuff as well. One of the sickening moments of the night was Jonathan Thurston's injury, and we all thought the worst when he was stretchered off. But then we got the little symbol from him, the little signal that things were okay. There it was. It reminded me of a cheerleader in America. They stretched her off thinking she'd broken her back. And as she went off, she did this to the crowd. What's going on there? Could JT have done that like Jerry Maguire? Got up and done all those things. Stop your move, all right. Now, this last bit of vision from State of Origin, this is serious. It may be offensive to some, so if it is, I'd like you to turn away for the next 20 seconds. For the rest of you, I'm here to tell you some Queensland fans last night were on the edge of their seats. Some pissed themselves laughing at New South Wales losing. Others were on the edge of their seats and just pissed themselves. I don't know what you think of this, but it's exclusive vision. Yes. Stuff you may have missed. Falcon time. Let's get back on the straight and narrow with a Falcon from last weekend. Trent Merrin for the Dragons, the only notable entry. Yeah, we love that. Straight off the boot, straight into the melon. Good stuff. French soccer. It's a dangerous job being a sideline reporter. It's not quite as dangerous, though, as being a sideline reporter in Germany. Do you remember this one from last year? One of the all-time best, yeah? She was asking for it. She was asking for stuff you may have missed. Going good, Paul. Going real good. Excellent, really. Seriously. Now, my AFL highlight for this week. People love it when I run AFL, but my highlight was for the Sydney Swans last weekend. What a great moment for them when they came out to see their banner, what the wind had done to it. They just torn it to shreds. So the Swans players, out they come. But it got me thinking how history in State of Origin could have been different if over in America 24 years ago, for one of our great legends, Peter Sterling, if only there had been a wind in Los Angeles, that this wouldn't have happened to one of the great athletes. If only Sterling. Sterling! It could have been saved, mate.
How often can we go back to the well?
How
many times have we seen that?
Look at those locks flowing in the breeze. They go around.
I didn't miss kick-off and it wasn't 12-0 by the time
they got on.
Oh.
Sterling, thank you for coming on tonight's show, and we appreciate you again.
Get on with it.
It's outstanding that we can show it every year. Stuff you may have missed. If you think our referees and video refs are bad, did you see what happened at the Women's World Cup this week in football? They missed this handball. Now, this is a player grabbing the ball, then putting it on the ground. They missed it. They said, play on. I know you can't believe that could happen, but it did. What about Prince William? His ice hockey skills. Sensational. Gets a cameraman in the nuts. That's a royal flush there, right there. Good stuff. Stuff you may have missed. Back to the league, another referee spill. We like that. Steve Lyons. I think he could have done better, though. Watch him. Sprinting downfield, centre of the park. Down he goes. Nothing around him. Good stuff, Steve Lyons. A little bit of action from Trent Merrin again. He gets his second run. We find out he's got a leg fetish. He grabs hold of Matt Hilda's leg, carries him upfield. Trent Merrin, what he's doing. The Knights, an interesting dance against the Dragons. Yeah, watch it. If we put it to music and we muck around with the vision, backward and forwards. That's very funny stuff. Keith Lalia scored a try last Sunday while concussed and gets off the field and they have to tell him he actually scored. Listen to this.
Did I score?
Sensational. Whee! Stuff you may have missed. All right, on the home run, the Tour de France this week. Let's look at the highlights. First of all, I thought this was pretty clever. Some French farmers in the field getting their tractors around, making it look like a bike. That's pretty nifty stuff. And I can see you're all impressed. Now, a whole bunch of cyclists did a synchronised piss on the side of the road. I thought that was nice. Look at that, as they just go past. Hundreds of them, all taking a relief. There you go. One spectator caused a massive pile-up. Can you believe it? One person can cause all this carnage. Mother of all pile-ups. One person just puts his leg in, over goes one bike, pulls up another 200. Well, there you go. And then there was just this, just a straightforward. That was one of the Lithuanian competitors in the Tour de France. All right, rugby league. I've said it before. Sex does sell, and Canberra proved it on Monday night. Ladies, how good is this on the sideline? Sean Fensom, Brett White, two good-looking blokes. Hey? Sex sell. That should be the rugby league ad for next year, right there. Over in Denmark, we have the nude race this week. It's an annual event. I'm a big supporter of it. They get the gear off, they run around, it's about -2. This bloke here, he falls, if you look closely, yeah, the vision is a bit blurry. Then the hot dog eating contest this week in America. Joey Chestnut, the American, sets the record, 62 hot dogs in 10 minutes. 62 in 10 minutes, and he swallowed the lot. So finally, in stuff you may have missed, I don't think an American should hold this record. In fact, I think there's one man in Australia who can do better than 62 hot dogs, and we've got an exclusive interview with him for the Footy Show.
There have been some critics claim that you're overweight.
Yeah, I probably am a little bit, but I've always had this stomach of mine, and whatever I do, I can't seem to lose it. So if anyone knows a way to lose it, I'd be glad to hear from you.
Yes, all right, Big D. I'm going to ask the audience next week on the show, how about we get Daryl eat 63 hot dogs over the course of the program? 63. Show these Americans how it's done, Big Mark.
How long does the show go for?
Oh, about an hour and a half. We'll bring them out like the trays of 10.
I'll do it in the first segment.
Yeah! 63. That is stuff you may have missed for this week. Whoopee!
What about that footage?
Mate, how did you look back in 1979?
I'll tell you to lose
look
weight.
good.
Stop eating.
I had the body shirt on, had the great Gatsby tie down to my breasts. It was just outstanding. Look at that. Is that a body
What about when
shirt?
he says you're fat, you had to laugh? I agree.
Look at the tie.
Look at the tie.
Whatever I do, I can't seem to lose it. So,
One of the great props of the modern era.
Doesn't matter. Mate, that was the way it was. You're lucky I didn't have my shorts and long socks on. I used to wear. I love that stuff.
All right, now, one of the